Hey everybody, welcome to Menu Monday. And this week I have got less recipes than before because we are fixing to head out of town. So I have been busy cleaning today, but I wanted to get this video uploaded so that it will post on time. So the first thing I did was a barbecue. It was a Boston butt that I put in the slow cooker and then made my own sauce to go on it. Today we're going to put this Boston butt in the slow cooker and we're going to make some barbecue for dinner. So first of all, I'm going to put the pork or the butt in the crock pot. Alright, so our butt's in there. Put the onion on top. Do the equivalent of 2 cloves of garlic, but I'm using the jarred garlic. Alright, and now we're going to do 2 cups of water. Now this is to cook it 10 hours on low, but I don't have 10 hours. So I'm going to cook it on high for, we'll do 6. I have 6 hours just so it's good and tender. It calls for a 4 to 5 pound Boston butt and mine was 5.5, so that's why I'm doing a little bit extra. So I'll be back when it's finished and I'll show you how I make the sauce to go along with it. Alright, we have 30 minutes left on the Boston butt. So I have put together the sauce. This has to simmer for 30 minutes. So what I have in here is 1 cup of ketchup, a half cup of packed brown sugar, some salt, pepper, chili powder, vinegar, lemon juice, Worcestershire sauce, some mustard, and I had the Dijon, so that's what you see in here. That's the prepared mustard, and then 1 small chopped onion. So I'm going to mix it all up and let it simmer for a half an hour so all these flavors can combine. So here's the butt. I just took it out of the insert. So I'm going to drain it now and get all the bones out and shred it in my pan, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I drained it in here. I put the meat in the pan, which I'm going to shred, and then all the fat and the bones are in here. And I may find some more fat as I shred it up. I have shredded it up and taken out a little bit more fat that I found, not too much. And this is what it looks like. And we're going to go ahead and put the sauce on now that I made. So let me grab that. So this is all finished. This has been simmering for over half an hour. So I'm going to pour it on the meat. Then we're going to mix it all through and put it in the oven for about 30 minutes until it looks good. And it'll get all brown and crispy looking on top. And that's the way I like it. Takes a little while to get it mixed through all this meat. Oh, there's more fat. Don't like fat. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put this in the oven and I will be back. Let me just show you kind of what it looks like. So I'll get this in. We'll be back in a little bit. Alright, and this is our barbecue all finished. Hope you enjoyed the barbecue. I'm going to serve this with buns, coleslaw, and chips. My next recipe was some red beans that I actually needed for the following day. I always make them a day ahead and let them sit overnight in the refrigerator. So here's the, and they were done in the Instant Pot, so they were very quick. I'll insert that now. Today I'm making some red beans. These are actually for tomorrow night, but they're better the second day. So I've brought them to the boil in the Instant Pot. I'm going to turn it off now, and I'm going to let it sit for an hour. And they sat for an hour. I took the water out, re-rinsed them, and just put the beans back in. And sit you right there. And I'm going to add the diced onion. We need 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to use this jarred garlic. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to use some liquid smoke. We're going to use about a tablespoon. That should do it. And then a little oregano, a half a tablespoon. And a little salt and pepper. And I went today and picked up my favorite. I just use nature's seasoning instead of salt and pepper. I like this mixture of spices, and I use it on everything. So we're just going to put about that much. And again, that's the Morton's Nature Seasoning. Now that we've added all the ingredients in the pot, I'm going to fill it back up with water, and again I'm going to have about 1 inch on top of everything in here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. Alright, so I've added the water. Just going to mix everything up here. Okay. Let me show you what we've got. So here are our beans, and I can touch the beans now. So this is where the water is. It's my first knuckle. So that is about 1 inch of water on top of the beans, and I'm at about 8.5 cups according to the measurement guide inside the Instant Pot. So I'm going to put on the lid. Let's set y'all back down here. Set it to seal. And we're going to do a manual, and we're going to take it up to 20 minutes. Alright, so that's going to build pressure and then cook for 20 minutes, and then we are going to do a slow release. Then I'll show you the finished product. Alright, so the beans are done. I'll let them do a natural release, and the seal just, or the little thing went down, so the seal just, okay, whew, hot, hot, hot. Alright, and here are our beans. So I actually cooked these today for dinner tomorrow, so that the liquid will thicken up overnight. So I'm just going to let these cool down now, and then I will put them in the refrigerator this evening, and then they will be all good and thick and ready to eat tomorrow. So that is our red beans in the Instant Pot. The following day I did in the Instant Pot again some ribs. Now, we love this recipe. I'll insert that one now. Today we're making ribs. I put in here 4 cups of apple juice and 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. I have it on saute high, and I'm going to bring it to a boil. I got these extra tender, extra meaty, they say pork. Well, they are back ribs. They told me they didn't have them. I did the online click and shop, so That's why I don't really know what I got. Alright, so I'll be back after this starts boiling. Okay, and for a side tonight, I'm gonna bake some broccoli and potatoes. And all I'm gonna do, I've just washed it. I'm gonna put olive oil on it, salt, pepper, a little garlic salt, sorry, and some other seasonings, and then we'll just roast it in the oven. Okay, I have seasoned everything with olive oil and the seasonings with the garlic, salt, and so forth. So this is going to bake in the oven for half an hour on 350. Our liquid is boiling. That's the apple juice and apple cider vinegar. And so now I'm going to put these ribs in. So we have our ribs in the juice, which has now quit boiling, of course, but that's okay. We turn it off now and put the lid on. We set it to seal, and we're going to do 32 minutes. Okay, and we'll be back. I'm gonna put these in the oven. Okay, we're all done. Everybody started digging in, and I forgot to take the finishing effect. Yeah. There is our barbecue. I got some leftover chicken here, and there's the potatoes and the broccoli for tonight, and some leftover broccoli casserole from yesterday. So now everybody is eating.
Gang, gang.
Is it good, guys?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, see, I got all the grandbabies tonight. And my son.
The one and only.
And Big Daddy asked me to make a big old shepherd's pie. He wanted to take it to work for the guys there because they're all from out of town. And they had not heard of shepherd's pie. And he took that to work today. Big Daddy asked me to fix a shepherd's pie for his crew. Most of them are here from out of state, staying in hotels. They're from Washington State. So, in order to feed everybody, I got this super duper big pan. There is 5 pounds of hamburger in here, 4 pounds of potatoes, and about 4 cups of cheese. And I used a cheddar jack, which I usually just use cheddar, but that looked interesting. So I'm gonna see if I can get this in the oven. As you can see, it's just about as wide as the oven. It's a really big pan, so I know it's gonna feed everybody, and I'll show you when it comes out. Alright, so our shepherd's pie is ready. It's gonna cool off, and Big Daddy will take it to work to the gang tomorrow. Alright, and the last recipe I have is a chili mac skillet, all done in one pan. So that's real easy and enjoyed by everybody. And here's that. Tonight we're going to make a chili mac skillet, which calls for 1 pound of ground beef. But I always use 2. Don't know why. I guess because Big Daddy likes leftovers. I've grated 1 onion, and I'm going to use 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to put this all in the pan. Alright, I've got everything in here, so now I'm just going to use my handy dandy meat breaker upper. I'm going to cook this till it's no longer pink, and then I shall be back. We're still waiting on the meat to cook. I'm going to show you what else I'm going to be using, and that is oregano, parsley, chili powder, a cube of beef bouillon, basil, 3 cups of beef broth, can of crushed tomatoes, 28 ounces, and a tablespoon of sugar. And I hope, I just broke this thing, but I do not want to have to go back out to the camper, so I'm hoping it's going to work. We're waiting on the meat. Alright, our meat is done. I've drained it. So I'm going to put this back in the pot. That's a broth. Let's see, 3 cups. 2. And 1. Save that. Sugar, which is 1 tablespoon. Let's see if I can do it without breaking this. Alright, there's our sugar. We add the bouillon. And 1 tablespoon of chili powder. Okay. Parsley, half a teaspoon parsley, half a teaspoon of oregano, and a half teaspoon of basil. Okay, so we are going to mix this all together now. We're going to bring this to a boil, so I just turned it up, and then after we're boiling, we're going to reduce the heat to medium-low, and we're going to cover it. Stirring occasionally, we'll let it cook for 11 to 13 minutes to cook the noodles through. It's coming close to a boil already. I think that'll do it. So let me turn it down. And we'll put on our lid. And we'll stir it occasionally, like I said, 11 to 13 minutes. So I'm going to set the timer. Oh, there's Big Daddy. Good timing. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, it's ready. Now I'm just going to stir in the cheese. And it is 3/4 cup sharp cheddar. Try to do it with one hand and make a terrible mess. And you can use as much cheese as you like. You can even serve the dish up and let everybody put their cheese on themselves. But there is our chili mac skillet. Okay, so that was our meals for this week. Like I said, we're heading out of town. We're taking a trip to North Carolina. Videos will follow. Be a couple weeks down the road. And the downsizing is almost done. We sold our table last night, so now it's just a matter of getting the little things out of the house that we don't want, and then putting the stuff in the kitchen back in the camper. So when we go on this trip, I'm not going to be cooking, so I'm just going to leave everything in there for now. And one of our viewers had suggested that I put the recipes in the comment box below for you, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So if you like that, please give it a thumbs up so I know. And thank you for joining us again today. You guys have a great day, and we'll be back soon with more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.